up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? It's Erin.
And Nicole, this is Dude That's Fucked Up.
Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome, dudes.
Love. Just
Another-
really happy to be here today.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Right?
I'm flying high right now.
Me too. This topic's fun. We just found something. We just had a moment of synchronicity that was very fun that we'll talk about. Yeah.
Very creepy, but very fun.
This is the thing because this does not happen that often, but sometimes we're just so on the same page, and this is what just happened, that I go, did I write that or did you?
Yeah.
And that just happened, but like right before we started. And then I was like, how rude. I wrote both of our fucked up things of the week. And Erin's like, no, I wrote that. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, we're like going over our notes. Like, I'm like making sure what I wrote isn't too fucking rude. And then, yeah, you're like, did I write this in the notes?
Yeah.
Nope. We're so... The synergy,
yeah. I thought it just like fucking was like, I'm going to take 2 fucked ups this week. Thank you. You get none. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Welcome to our podcast.
I hope
you're doing great. If this is your first time, I'm sorry. This is what it is.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
No, you got a lot of options for podcasts.
And we appreciate you tuning in.
Yes.
Do we have any business this week?
Okay, yeah. I want to take this opportunity to share something that made me happy this week and also plug our website and shop because we have some really cool, cute merch. We sell merch on our website, and we have bandanas, and they are designed by Amanda Adams at Close Call Studio. She's the coolest. She's so fucking cool, and she just does very cool work. And like, if you haven't seen these designs,
it is literally like everything. She was able to distill our podcast and into like a beautiful doodle art form, and they're on fucking bandanas that you can buy on our website.
It's like all these little inside jokes and fun, like it's like it's almost like a Where's Waldo or something, where you're like looking for all the different little scenarios, but everything is something from the podcast. The bandanas are incredible. As an artist, she's incredible. Everything. I have so many shirts of hers. I have so many bandanas of hers that aren't our bandana, but anyway, so she did a store release this week, and I get like the emails early and stuff, you know, because I like want to buy stuff. And okay, I was really trying to win. She was doing like a mutual aid fundraiser, and she was auctioning off this like painting of all these little succulents and little plants.
Cute.
It was so cute. I didn't win, but in her store, like her release this week, she had little paintings, and I got one, and I just got it in the mail, and I opened it and I went, oh, it's so cute. Look at this. It's so cute.
Oh, I love that. I love all the color, like the color contrast, like the black, like, and it's very cute.
It's a
you guys.
little like aloe plant cactus painted with real paint, hand painted onto a little piece of wood, and it's so cute.
That is so precious. Oh my God, you guys go to closecallstudios.com.
Yeah, Close Call Studio.
Studio, singular.
Studio, yeah.
Studio. Not that.
No.
No.
Close Call
Studio. No, studio. It's just studio.
Yeah, just studio. Yeah. So much great merch. I wear my shirts all the time, like weekly rotation, and she's just the coolest. And also you could check out our store, dtfupodcast.com, and you could get one of the bandanas that she illustrated and is fucking cool. But it's like for this podcast specifically. And she's also working on something else. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But it's like a very fun thing. And she sent me like a rough draft of it today, and I said I love it as is, and she's like, no, it needs to be better. And I was like, I don't know, I love it. But if you're you're the artist, I said, you're the artist, it's ready when you say it's ready, but just know that
I would buy that right now.
I said, even if it gets 0% better, it's still my favorite thing ever. So. Oh, yes. Anyway.
Well, yes, we love it. We love it all.
Oh, my God. Do you want to do your fucked up thing first?
I feel like mine's kind of a sort of a segue.
A segue? Okay.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. So I'll do mine.
I want to hear yours. Yeah. What's your fucked up of the week?
Okay. I remembered this at the end of our last episode, and it's relevant because it's like food safety relevant.
Okay.
So, we're recording a lot of episodes each week. So in time and space, like people might be hearing this. We might be on lockdown again. So just keep that in mind because I don't want you thinking I'm out and about when I'm not supposed to be. But anyway.
Okay, yeah. Good context.
I was out having lunch with Pete on Sunday. We walked downtown and we went to a place we really like and we ordered cocktails and we ordered lunch and
lovely.
Sat outside and it was just like very nice. And so our cocktails come out and my back is to like where the like runner came out with the cocktails and dropped them off at the wrong table. And Pete goes, I think they just gave our cocktails to the table behind us. And the weird thing is these people didn't order the cocktails. So why they were like, these aren't ours, we didn't order them, we don't know. That's the first red flag. So we were like, oh, that's weird. And then our server comes running to the window and is like, oh, that's not for that table or whatever. And so Pete like sees this whole thing happening. So then the server goes back in, comes around, gets the cocktails and walks them over to our table and sets them down. Like they were just sitting on this other table.
Did those other people touch them?
That's what I asked. But also, and she said no. But it's like, well, I feel like there's no way they didn't touch them at all. Like,
how much time had passed?
Like 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah. The first thing I do when somebody sets something down on my table is touch it.
Touch it. I know. Even if you're like, oh, is this what we ordered? Like, you're kind of like, oh, is this, you're like.
And also in the fact that those people didn't say anything.
It's so weird.
Very weird.
I know. I half blame them. Also, like our like server didn't like make the mistake. It was like someone else was like helping her,
Yeah.
Anyway, so then she brings them over to our table and she's like, oh my gosh, they delivered these to the wrong table. So sorry for the delay. They didn't touch them. And I was like, are you sure? And Pete could like read on my face that I was like not happy and like concerned. And bless his heart was like, are you okay with this? And I was like, I don't think I am. I just like, I don't know. It's like coronavirus times and it just, I don't know. Like they were there too long. It's not like you took them to the wrong table and the server
and immediately picked them up. Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
They sat there without supervision for like a minute and a half before she like came back out. So anyway, we sent them back. And in the moment, the server was like, they didn't like she like kind of got a little like persnickety. And I was just like, I like, this isn't my mistake. This isn't like, it was very weird. And so she's like, well, I can have the bar remake them. And I was like, thank you. Yeah. And also it was like, if you go set it on the back of the bar and wait 5 minutes and then bring it back out, I'm not going to know. Just put a new straw in it. So I feel, like do whatever. I don't give a shit. But
I mean, honestly, it's that should
have been offered first thing. Like, well,
just pretend like it got spilled. They're allowed to. That's like that's how you do it. Like,
also, I think the health department in this day and age with coronavirus, I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think you can be. I mean, if you have to wipe down a table if you have to like desanitize a table between guests, I'm pretty sure you can't be moving food from one table to the next table. You know what I mean? Like, food or drinks.
It's one thing if it's like, I don't know. A drink is a drink. Like, you're handling that and you're putting it directly, like everything from the glass to the straw to the whatever's in it, your whole mouth is on that. Your whole being is like, a plate of food is not, I don't know. Like, you would look at that if it sat on your table and you would either eat it or you wouldn't. And if I was the server, I'd be like, oh my God, like I wouldn't even.
Well, I wouldn't. I'd come over. I'd say you could have these if you want, but I think we'll make you new ones. You could have these if you want, but we'll just make you new ones. Like offer already, but we had to like ask to get new ones. It was weird. Anyway, so that was like kind of my fucked up thing. Yeah, I hated it, and I just was like really disappointed with how she kind of handled it and wasn't very cool about. It just felt like she was miffed, and then she like changed. She like gave us to someone else, like a manager or something. I don't know if she was like irritated or what, but someone else took over for her, and I was like, oh, thank you so much, have a good one, because she's like, oh, I'm like, he's gonna be like your server or whatever. And you know, when they do that, usually you think, oh, they're switching, like it's like their shift is ending, they're giving me to someone else. No, she's like, oh no, I'm still gonna be around. And I was like, why? What is happening? It was weird.
Well, it wasn't like you were rude about it. You weren't being like mean or anything, because we are both very much of the like, we've worked in restaurants and service industry before. Like we're not gonna be dicks about anything like that. It's just that kind of stuff though. You have to like, that's health department shit. You can't just do that. Yeah,
you got to advocate for yourself, and I was very uncomfortable about having that after. So I got a new one. Sorry.
Good. Yeah.
Not sorry.
I'm mostly mad at the people who didn't.
I know.
Who were like, oh no, these aren't ours. Take them. Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't order these. Like, I don't even think they ordered drinks in general.
That's weird.
Yeah. Very weird. Anyway, okay, what's your fucked up of the week?
So today the mail comes, I get a letter, like a handwritten letter, and I'm like, oh, who's this from?
Love that.
It only has like my address on it. It doesn't have like a return address. So I was like, oh, what's this? This is so cute. I love the handwriting, so pretty. I wonder which friend sent this.
Yeah.
And I open it, and it's a fucking letter from a Jehovah's Witness person telling me that like I need to get saved basically, and come check out the seminar that they have, their virtual seminar about being a Jehovah's Witness, I guess. And I was like, God damn it. Like, I thought, I was so excited. You get excited to get mail, especially like a handwritten letter. But oh my God, it's just like, they're hitting the streets hard these days. Like, they can't really come to the door. So
they got it. They're writing a lot. They're postcarding. They're really, they're taking a page out of the like presidential race and stuff and sending actual mail.
Yeah. So I was like, I get it. You got to like evangelize somehow. When I lived in DC, the Jehovah's Witnesses like were on a schedule. Like, they were at the door once a month, every, Thursday morning or whatever. And I just would hide.
Yeah, because like, you're not home.
Oh, yeah. They were so nice, though. I forget. Oh, one came to my door after the election. And I just started crying. And I opened the door after the 2016 election. And she's like, I know. So like, we were on the same page about that at least, but it was
you're like, save me. No, not that way though.
No. I just started crying. Oh my God. It was so weird. Oh my God. But yeah.
Oh my God. The reason that's weird is because I too today got mine wasn't handwritten. I was hoping it was, but it's on my desk because I was like, ooh, I'll do a reading. This was going to be my other fucked up thing. And I was like, oh, I'll do a reading of this like handwritten note, because the ones I've gotten are very weird.
Yeah.
But mine wasn't handwritten this time, which really bums me out.
My whole thing was handwritten, and like I was I was impressed, by the must have taken a long time, and I don't know how many, like what their quota is for. I don't know how they got my address, so I guess it's just. And it was like addressed to me.
No, so. I know. Yeah. How did they get our addresses? Because I don't want to be on that list.
I know.
But if anyone is curious, because of COVID restrictions, they're having their 2021 convention broadcast free online. I'm I'm not going to say where. You can Google it if you're interested.
Mm-hmm.
And the theme this year is Powerful by Faith. And the program will include talks, interviews, as well as a full-length feature film drama entitled Daniel, A Lifetime of Faith.
Okay.
So,
wow.
If you're interested in that, yeah, there's a ton of information, and does not sound like somewhere I'd like to be ever, or for even
virtually,
virtually.
No, would not like that very much. No.
Oh God.
Well, speaking of religion,
yeah,
I guess. I'm gonna segue into our topic, and I feel like not only like having Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door, like bless them, like they're just doing their jobs, you know. I wanted to think of a way to segue that is something that everybody has experienced, and maybe not in the like, you know, very invasive way that like people who are evangelizing for their religions come and knock on your door, which we don't really have anymore in COVID times. God.
Yeah.
But you know, people are starting to get back to the bars and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is something that everybody's experienced. You're sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
And you're having a conversation with, you know, everybody's friendly and happy to talk to each other again. And you're talking to a lady who seems really fun and empathetic and can hold a conversation about like interesting, maybe some existential and spiritual ideas, like as one does when they're at the bar, and especially in weird times, you know. And
but seems like a normal, nice, lovely person.
Seems like a total normal, nice, lovely person. And you're both in that sweet spot of being drunk and open and philosophical.
Yeah.
But then she has one too many, and it's like a switch flips. And she starts getting a little weirder and weirder, and then a little bit more racist. Or, you know, just suddenly is racist. And then conspiracy theories start flying out of her mouth thick and fast. And you're like, uh-oh.
Oh my
God. I gotta extricate myself from the situation. We've all been, I you know, it's either, it's usually a man, but in this case,
oh my God.
This case, we're gonna say it's a lady, because imagine that lady and the experience of that, and instead of getting, you know, her getting cut off by the bartender because she's, you know, getting a little overserved. Yeah, she actually owns the bar. And everyone who works there, including the bartender, is like, yes, preach, Mother God. And you look around the bar and realize you're in the middle of a cult.
No, when did that happen?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Also, she's not just drinking. She for sure did coke in the bathroom at some point.
That's why she's so chatty.
Yeah.
And if you can believe it, that is what today's episode is about. It's an actual cult led by a woman. Hell yeah. Hashtag girl boss.
Oh, no.
Hashtag lean in.
No.
But she led her followers with the intensity and the chaotic energy of your QAnon addled aunt or your high school bully who became an anti-vax influencer on Instagram. Same energy. She was all those things. Very, very much. Today we're talking about the cult Love Has Won.
Oh my God.
And its tragic leader, Amy Carlson.
OMG. When people might be a little bit familiar with this because there was like a story that broke earlier this year.
Very recently, yeah.
Yeah, and we got a lot of people telling us we should cover it. Like we got a lot of people sending it our way. So if you're familiar with this, then you know it does not end well for her. And also it's a whole lot of fuck shit.
Big time. The day this news broke about this cult basically being unearthed because of the tragic circumstances around it. I've had about like a dozen friends text me about it. Because it's so fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah. So a little background on Love Has Won and Amy Carlson. So Love Has Won, aka LHW, which we may refer to it through the episode. It's the name of a new religious movement which was led by Amy Carlson. She was referred to within the group as Mother, quote, Mother God.
We're saying was because she has since ascended. More on this in a bit.
Yes. The group has been described as a cult by ex-members and media outlets. I don't know how it's 100% a cult, like, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I think the last time we did a cult episode, we kind of like went over the tenets of a cult just to refresh people. I think I looked it up again just because I'm like, generally when religion is brought up, I'm always like, they're all a cult, and it doesn't matter. But how people who maybe don't have that feeling about all religion would describe a cult is because it's an unconventional, like, religion, essentially. Like, it doesn't use like the traditional scriptures, and and so it's like it's off the beaten path. It's not one of the regular old trusty religions. So that's why, and there's other criteria too. But that's like
usually
a loose,
they have you cut off friends and family, and make you give them all your money, you know, things like that. That was definitely happening in this situation.
For sure.
So definitely a cult. LHW, Love Is One, was founded around 2006 after Carlson had been recruited into a group that was originally known as the, quote, Galactic Federation of Light. Sounds tight. And this was at a time when she was in her around 30 years old. She just turned 30 and had become recently enamored with New Age philosophy. She didn't start the group. She was, like I said, recruited into it, but she became the leader at some point after joining this group. And therefore, like, I don't know how much time had passed after she joined, but seems like she like ingratiated herself pretty well, and then just kind of took over, rebranded, and
took the reins. Fucking hashtag boss babed it.
Yeah, she totally did.
She stepped her pussy up.
And so upon, joining the group and, taking it over, she subsequently left her third husband, her children, and her job as a manager at McDonald's, and cut ties with pretty much her entire family.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
That's what the criteria.
Yeah. So, just if you're thinking, like, I fucking hate my job, I want to abandon my family, and I also need to get into some New Age philosophy. I just want to give you a quick guide of do's and don'ts for getting into New Age philosophy if you're having all of these things happen in your life.
I have one added in here. Do you think it fits?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll do. You do one. I do one. You do one.
Okay. Some do's and don'ts for getting into New Age philosophy without going overboard.
Without doing it wrong.
So start doing yoga and transcendental meditation.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Don't. This is a don't abandon your family.
Do indulge in the occasional herbal refreshment. Marijuana, Yeah. Don't get wasted every night and verbally abuse your roommates and or followers.
Do direct some of that, Mother Earth, Mother Nature energy into fighting climate change, or, do something productive for the future of our planet. Yeah. Definitely do that. Do not start a cult. Okay?
Yeah.
This, I think, is where Miss Mother God went wrong.
Yeah.
She started a cult.
I will say one thing she did right. I don't think she ever had white people dreadlocks.
Oh,
And that's actually that's a big don't. I just want to say.
She did appropriate a lot of other
yeah, she did appropriate. She did appropriate, but that was an unexpected twist.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
That she didn't take. Which good for her.
Sort of. Yeah. Well, she's doing everything else wrong though.
Yeah, you're right.
The bar is real low though. So
yeah, it's like it's like saying, well, she didn't
kill anybody.
Yeah, or like she shat all over the floor and all over the toilet seat and kind of in the sink, but she didn't shit on the door handle.
Or my toothbrush.
So it's fine. It's not. Yeah, she's a mess.
Oh, a mess. Okay, so some of the core tenets of Love Has Won have been described as, quote, fluid, a.k.a. pure bullshit. It combined New Age spirituality, conspiracy theories, and elements from mainstream Abrahamic religions. So,
wow.
Like, biblical kind of shit.
Yeah. It's build your old adventure.
Testament. Yeah. Choose your own adventure. Yeah.
Choose your own adventure.
The group, aka Amy Carlson, proclaimed that Carlson was a divine 19 billion year old being who had birthed all creation. Man, I'd be a little bit tired after that.
Yeah. She looked good then.
She looked good for 19 billion years old.
Yeah, dang.
She claimed that she'd been reincarnated 534 times, including, not limited to, Jesus Christ, Joan of Arc, Marilyn Monroe, and Cleopatra. All icons, just snatching them up. Out of all the people in history, though, those are the best ones, I think. Some of the best. But 534 times she's been reincarnated. God. And she would eventually lead 144,000 people into a mystical, quote, fifth dimension.
Oh, my God. This is so... Yeah, that's a lot. And also, it's just like... I don't know how this isn't a red flag to anyone coming into this religion, but it's like, really, you, not only were you fucking Jesus, which if you were Jesus in a past life, aren't you still Jesus? Isn't that how Jesus works? He's like...
Well, she said she remembered every one of her past lives, so you would think she would have taken some of the teachings and the learnings of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like if you've
and been a bit more Jesus, of a gentle,
or just like been more successful. Like if you've been all of these powerful and famous people throughout history, like don't you have some sort of like, you know, data that you can use to like improve this experience?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like she'd have way more followers than she did.
Hell yeah.
At any rate, though, she did have several romantic partners throughout the group's history who were referred to as, quote, Father God. They were her like counterpart role to her, you know, Mother God in the theology of the group. So
that's just like a different way to say daddy, I feel like, when they're doing it. It's like, there was multiple daddies throughout her reign. Love Has Won became, quote, internet famous by adopting the QAnon conspiracy theory, of course. Oh my God.
Saying that it described a divine plan, and they frequently had live streams on YouTube to promote and recruit the cult by espousing these views to existing QAnon people. So like, you know, once you're in the algorithm like of QAnon, it's just like that your shit's getting served.
Yeah. No, it was smart technically.
Super smart.
Yeah. It's a fucking growth strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for this. I mean, not good for them, but you know what I mean. It's like that was actually
they glommed onto this this very intense movement, and I think they probably like she probably believed a lot of this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're also finding people that are like already susceptible to like weird shit. It's like people who believe QAnon are not on the same page as the rest of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she just jumped everybody into the like echo chamber that she was already loving.
Yeah, fucking just bouncing around and listening to her own voice.
Yeah, 100%. She also claimed that Donald Trump was her father in a past life because, of course, like I don't know, how past
how does that work? That doesn't that disrupts the space-time continuum.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was in a past life as her father.
Like they were both other people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which, ew, ugh, gross.
Oh my God, what a weird thing to claim.
I know. But she like obviously like wanted him to be her daddy.
Her father god.
Father god. Yeah. She also, this is another thing that really bothered me, and is so just out of left field, and a huge like red flag. It's like I don't know. It's really bad. She claimed that she had spoken to the spirit of deceased actor Robin Williams, who she claimed was Archangel Archangel Zadkiel.
Oh.
I just want to say, leave sweet Robin Williams out of this fucking shit and let his beautiful soul and memory rest in peace, you fucking twats.
Oh my God, it's especially triggering because everyone's been sharing like I think
it was just his birthday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know if it was like the anniversary of his death or his birthday, but yeah, everybody's been sharing like sweet Robin Williams stories. So this bitch,
ugh, gross. Yeah, and then of course the group's theology also included references to like, Atlantis and Anunnaki, a reptilian conspiracy theory, because of course it does. Of course, they also. And this is all part of like QAnon too. They believe the world was run by a quote cabal, aka Jews, because they said a lot of anti-Semitic shit. And they were the cabal was determined to keep the planet in a quote low vibration state, aka not as white as they wanted it to be.
Oh my God, it's some of this stuff. Like honestly. Again, it goes back to marketing. It goes back to just really picking and choosing the right threads to bring into this new religion, because it's like, oh my God, yes, let's bring in Atlantis. Let's bring in QAnon stuff. Let's bring in like past lives. It's like anything that you can't, that's not a real thing that already is they're just like layering conspiracy theory on conspiracy theory, which is so great because it's way too hard to
the strata of bullshit that this whole thing is just incredible. There is a very, very interesting article that I highly recommend everybody read on wellandgood.com by Erin Bunch. She interviews this man, Matthew Rimsky, who helps connect the dots with the wellness community, new age / spirituality movement with QAnon and white supremacy. It's very, very fascinating, and I want to learn everything about it because it is such a like the Venn diagram is a circle. And this guy, Matthew Rimsky, hosts the podcast Conspirituality, and he cites in this interview that he does the Love Has Won cult as part of this confluence of like new agey bullshit with the internet / QAnon / white supremacy / general conspiracy theory vibes. So
oh my goodness,
it's really, really interesting. And there's like a lot of history associated with it that I just didn't piece together, and it's pretty wild.
Oh my gosh, I want to hear that podcast. It sounds good.
I know. I think I might start listening to it.
Yeah.
So this, you would think if this woman, like you were saying, if she was the reincarnation of Jesus, she'd have more followers. Well,
bigger numbers.
Numbers. At the height of like her leading this cult. She had a core group of 12 to 20 members who lived with her in Crestone, which is a small town in like kind of rural county in southwestern Colorado.
The cult is very white, which is not surprising. Because as far as cults go, I think they generally are whiter. And also, maybe that's not true, but I feel like a lot of the ones we've covered on here are pretty white. And also they're racist, so it makes sense that they wouldn't be attracting a lot of people outside of white people. Oh God. But also you mentioned this earlier, but because they were kind of like, they had an online presence, they were able to not just have that core group of people in Colorado, but they were able to get tens of people to join.
Tens of people from around the world.
Tens of people from around the world, as many as between 50 and 60 other humans to be a part of
not
this
even
cult.
Reptilians.
Not even reptilians. We're not counting iguanas or iguana people, I should say. But it is, again, if you were Jesus in a past life, how are you not able to turn it out?
I mean, honestly, yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they, like we said, they did all these daily live streams on YouTube in order to recruit more people from around the globe, across across the planet, like a flat earther would say.
Across the planet.
Yeah, across the flat earth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they would do these daily live streams, and they'd hawk their like shitty ass like supplements and shit. That's like how they made money.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they made money in some fucked up ways. Wait, refresher. Flat earthers, what do they think's on the other side? It's just blank?
They think the whole thing is surrounded by a ice wall. That's
but if it's flat, what's on the bottom?
It's like
it's just empty.
It's just like, and it's space.
It's just flat, and then it's just nothing.
Well, it's like a there's like some dirt and like a core, or not a core, but like goes down. That's how we can drill so far down.
It comes down to it's like cylindrical, right. Yeah. Just the top's flat. Okay, yeah. I was thinking it's like a coin and one side's just blank.
Maybe I can't remember, and
some
I don't
might
care.
think that. Yeah, some might think that. Oh my gosh, yeah. The fact that they're on YouTube every day hawking these like new agey products and vitamin supplements and like little tinctures that they make is so upsetting. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like such an uncontrolled environment. It's like anyone can just stumble upon this shit and be indoctrinated, and that's kind of scary.
I mean, that's like with all this like QAnon shit and all these people that are on YouTube. It's very, very terrifying.
I mean, they're clearly unhinged when you land on their stream, though. That's the other thing. But look, you know what? Some people are not in the right headspace at the right moment and don't catch all the red flags.
Nope.
So they also made money by offering fucking basically healing. Like they did
remote
sessions.
Remote healing.
Yeah, they did like they healing sessions.
Etheric surgery.
Oh my God.
And it cost $88 per person.
Yeah. Per session.
Per session, per person. And the etheric surgery, they claimed, could remove sickness and quote negative energy from the body.
Dude, fucking taking people's $88 for nothing.
It's fucked up. Like, this
so
shit is so fucked up. They were claiming some real big stuff here,
dude,
with this.
Yeah, they were basically like, oh, do you have any physical ailment? We can cure it. Like, just come pay us $88 and we'll like say a prayer for you and we'll cure your cold, your cancer, fucking
cancer,
coronavirus. Yeah, like anything. It's truly anything you could think of. Like, you could be like, I have multiple sclerosis or whatever, and they'll be like, oh my God, please give us $88.
Yeah, we'll cure it for $88. And then, of course, obviously it wouldn't work, and they'd be like, well, we have to do more sessions. Like, they'd say all this. Of course. Yeah. They just keep, they're scamming people, essentially. You could also get this done for your pets. Like I went to the website that they have up now, and it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, they still actively do this.
Oh no.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's a massive fucking scam to get people to give up their money. And yeah, so this is like how they do these live streams. This is how they attract followers. This is how they get people interested. This is how they like scam people to make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, another like major tenet of the cult was like within the compound was to limit sleep to 4 to 5 hours a night.
Yeah.
And the members are not allowed to drink or do drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, those rules don't apply to Mother God.
No, of course not. I mean, she's Marilyn Monroe. So, yeah, it's and you could see, like, I mean, we've talked about this again before, like with other cults. It's like there are like certain tactics that are kind of like, for whatever reason, implemented that end up working to the benefit of this thing fucking thriving. You know, and the people that get wrapped up in it, they remain wrapped up in it because they're sleep deprived and like, you know, can't think straight. And you know, they weren't allowed to do drugs or drink, but I think there were like maybe mushrooms involved sometimes in certain situations, or like.
Yeah, they claim like anything that was like from the earth that was like medicine, like so weed and you know, mushrooms.
Yeah.
And even alcohol. Well, which is how she excused it and was able to like, you know, imbibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there was some, you know, bending of rules.
Oh my God.
Whatever those rules were. So.
Yeah. Well, aside from forced sleep deprivation, a lot of members who are like ex-members of this cult, upon coming out, have accused the group of physical abuse, brainwashing, and fraud. It's almost like I can make a checklist not even having been in this thing, and those 3 things would be on it. You know what I mean? Like, at least brainwashing and fraud would be on every checklist to do with like any sort of cult. But yeah, so they were brought, these allegations have been brought forth to local authorities and like actually like compiled and have been used in something we'll get to later. But there are plenty of video examples because they're always fucking live streaming their lives, like, and they truly start these things at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's why they get no sleep. They like go to bed super late after like doing all the like after literally like doing everything for her all day.
Yeah.
And like cleaning or doing whatever chores they are expected to do.
Yeah.
And then they go to bed and they have to wake up at like before the sun rises basically and get ready for the day and then start these lives at like 6 a.m.
Oh my God. Which they must just go all day. Like they must just be live streaming for hours. Or like off and on throughout the day, you know?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really bad. I watched you could see like in the live streams though, like how horrifying she was to the people that
she's
like,
not nice.
She's not nice and she's drunk and a lot of the examples that I was like watching, she is cruel. And I watched some footage from one of their live streams, or like several of them, where there was a toddler, like she was holding a toddler of one of the like members of the group. Yeah. And you know, the baby's like crying and she's just like obviously annoyed and like she like tosses it at one of the members. Yeah. And is like, we're done, like time out, whatever. And then they put the fucking toddler, locked it in a closet.
And it's still crying.
It's screaming. Yeah. This baby is like screaming.
Oh my God.
Horrifying. And then and then there's like another bit where she's just like manhandling a cat, like just so cruelly. Like it's just, I don't know. You could tell she's just like, you know, not there. You know what I mean?
Was this in that British like Vice doc?
Yeah, this was I saw these examples in a short doc that Vice did. And I'm sure there's like worse things that she did, but and like she has all these like ragey outbursts, and it's just like,
she's an alcoholic.
Yeah, fully.
Oh my God. And also that wasn't, so like what I knew of this cult and like what we're like building to, I guess, the event that kind of like got it on everyone's radar, like so when they said that there was like graphic content in this doc, I was like, oh God, it's going to be that. Like it's going to be like gross dead body stuff. But then it was like, oh no, it's mistreatment of children and animals. And like that's why they had a content warning. And I was like, oh fucking shit. I was not expecting that. And I was not a fan. But
it was very upsetting.
She fucking sucks. Well, so okay, yes, there's all these documented cases of abuse, but actually one of the more prominent examples of abuse happened just in May of 2020. So during coronavirus last year, when a member of the group was found wandering the wilderness, they were disoriented, they were naked, dehydrated, they were definitely on some sort of drugs. They had like cactus thistles in their feet. Like they were just like fucked up, didn't know what was going on. Like in the middle of
lost
nowhere.
In the desert, basically.
Or in the mountainous, like the high desert, I guess.
Yeah.
And what had happened was the cult had thrown this man who had just arrived after leaving his wife and 2 children. They had they had given him shrooms and thrown him out into the wilderness for 3 days. They told him to leave for 3 days because he didn't have the quote unquote right energy, and he was quote unquote on the wrong side of the mountain. So they were like, get out, go, you need to go find yourself and like get right, and then you
need to do like a vision quest and then come back to us basically.
Yourself.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude. And so there is a fascinating article in the Independent about this man and how his family, obviously it took a while to brainwash him, to get him to leave his family and like go move to Colorado. And there's an article in the Independent. It's so good. It talks about like the lead up to this moment and how his family like saw he was like getting brainwashed, and he was starting to talk about like wanting to move. And before he could like take his family, he had 2 kids and a wife. The wife moved out with the kids and started living with other family like far away, and they sold the house and they like got power of attorney somehow.
Thank God.
Like it was like the family just like saw what was happening and was like, this is bad, we need to like protect him from himself. Did all the right things. He still obviously went and like this happened to him. But the article is also fascinating because it goes on to talk about how they had to deprogram him after this event. So they went out there, his family, like when the police found him, and they were like trying to take him home, and he was obviously not into it. And so they had to like slowly gain his trust back over the next like several months. And like this man was so out of it, he thought he saved the world for a while, and they just had to be like, yes, you did, great job. And like, like now let's eat like breakfast or whatever. And then that started, some of the stuff started dissipating, like some of the stronger beliefs he had, but he was like staring into the sun every day, searching for light codes, which is something that like Amy told them was in the sun. And they had to like treat him like a toddler and be like, hey, like, so he didn't burn his eyes. They had to be like, hey, so, Amy sent you these glasses and she said these will help you find the light codes, when you
instead of just staring straight at the sun,
instead of just letting him stare directly into the sun. The article's amazing. Yeah.
Wow, it's just so sad. I mean, there's so many people who are susceptible to this shit who, I don't, they're fully being taken advantage of and get into this shit, and it's just so fucking sad. But honestly, good on that family for
can you believe that?
So patient and like loving to this man. Oh God.
Like that is the type of like, I feel like that is
unconditional love, man.
Unconditional love, and like truly not trying to control someone, just like knowing that they're going through something and they're just going to go through it, and like not being like, not threatening them so they don't leave, or like, that just makes people want to do it more. They just like did what they felt would be good in terms of putting him in a, like taking care of his business so that they could help him later. And it was like, So lovely. Oh my God.
Wow.
His angel of a wife. Just his whole family.
Wow.
Bless
them.
them.
My God.
Yeah.
I definitely will read that article.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So all these ex-members are coming out of the woodwork eventually, like throughout like this past year, like of 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
And at one point, the allegations from so many ex-members landed Amy and Love Has Won on the Dr. Phil show.
Oh, no.
And of course, he gave her a talking to. I mean, the whole thing is so gross. Like Dr. Phil and, just the.
Yeah, Dr. Phil is gross.
Dr. Phil is gross. And
his
like
show
the showcasing of this, like.
Yeah.
Terrible person and like the people she takes advantage of for entertainment or like ratings or something. Gross.
Oh my God.
So watch the clip or don't watch. It's just, it reached a pinnacle there.
Oh my God.
By ending up on Dr. Phil.
I gotta say, I love Oprah, but some of the things she has put into this universe through her show, like Dr. Phil, I'm just like,
she needs to atone for. Yeah.
And maybe she already has.
I think she has. Yeah.
I think, or she is. She's in the process. She's doing a lot of good work. But yeah. I'm like, you know what? I love her, but Dr. Phil, no. Why?
That was
Dr. Oz is another one.
That was all unintentional.
Fucking quacks.
Yep.
Oh my God. Well, okay. So yeah, she was probably on Dr. Phil, like
I think in
the
2020.
Okay. Yeah. So we were made aware of her this year in 2021, but technically her and this cult were in the media in 2020. And a part of the reason why they started gaining notoriety is because in the height of COVID in August 2020, Amy and the gang traveled to Kauai and they were intending to live there. Like they were like moving their compound to Hawaii. But they were not welcome because, as we talked about earlier, she loves to appropriate. And
big colonizer energy here.
Yeah, big colonizer energy. Carlson, when she got there, publicly proclaimed that she was the Hawaiian goddess Pele. And yeah, she was like going around telling people. She was like at the little supermarket. She's like at the tiki bar, whatever, she's like doing happy hour Mai Tais. And she's like, did you know that in another life I was Pele? Like,
and all these Hawaiian people are like, excuse me?
Oh, they were fucking pissed. Because they were, it's like one thing to claim you're Jesus. There's a lot of people that are going to roll their eyes. But I feel like to be a native Hawaiian person and like this is your culture and just to like have been treated how you've been treated and to have a white woman be telling you this. Wow. She's lucky she did not get fucked up.
Yeah. I mean,
she's lucky she didn't even have drinks thrown in her face. You know what I mean? Like, she's lucky that, like, if I was sitting there while this was happening, I probably would have started some shit.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been like, excuse me?
Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Like, you're like, so yeah, Hawaiian people caught wind of this woman who's walking around town telling everybody she's the, reincarnation of Pele.
Yeah.
And to join her fucking cult.
Dude.
And the like native Hawaiian people were like, absolutely fucking not. Or no. Tell us where's your little compound? We're gonna come see what's up.
Yeah. Oh my God. I want to make a joke like they were like, aloha. And we mean bye, bitch. Get the fuck out.
Because that is aloha.
We don't mean hello.
Multi-use.
Yeah, we don't mean hello. We mean the goodbye version. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
No, but they were like, you need to leave here. They found out where the compound was. They were like renting, a property or whatever. And they went and protested near the property. And like they were lighting driftwood fires and they were like chanting Hawaiian prayers. And they were protesting. Like they showed up and showed out. And they were like, get these fucking people out of here. It's gross. Like, she is rude, but also it's a cult. We don't want them here. Like, this is messy. And so, they just like were around the property. There was also like, I don't think this is specific to the protesting, but like while they were there and getting all this a negative attention. There was like vandalism and stuff around where they were staying, and it was just, things were just getting heated. It wasn't good. It was not good.
Yeah.
And so the mayor of Kauai, Derek Kawakami, he intervened and was like, y'all, okay, like, this is funny. No, I don't know what he said, but this is what I imagine him saying is like, this is funny and like, you deserve it, but also this is bad and you're gonna get hurt and I don't want to be responsible, so like, you should probably leave.
You're creating a very bad environment, and this is, nobody wants you here, get the fuck out.
Things are turning. And so like, you're gonna get yourself killed, can you please just leave? And so so he was like trying to get them to go back to Colorado, but no, they went to Maui and spent like a month there, and then they finally headed back to Colorado in September of 2020.
Because Hawaii is expensive, and and when you're trying to say that you're a Hawaiian goddess and you're white, that is not appreciated. So they went back to Colorado.
They had to. They were fucking run out of Hawaii, and for good reason. And also, it was just like a fucking pandemic, and I think I read something about how they weren't like following local rules and protocol and stuff. They were just being fucking trash. Just
Absolute trash. Ugh.
Oh my God. Well, so also around this time, people started commenting on Amy Carlson's health. She didn't look well. And there were also rumors that around this time she was like unable to use her legs. She lost use of her legs. And she allegedly started telling people she had cancer that she obviously could not heal herself through these $88 sessions or whatever. I mean, you think she'd heal herself. But yeah, so she was just like trying to, two things were happening. She's like trying to keep the cult going, and like probably, I don't know why she was telling people, because I think she would want to keep that on the DL that she was sick. Because if you're supposed to be,
she was visibly ill.
She was visibly ill, like, and very thin. Like she was losing a lot of weight and just like did not look well. And then on the other hand, it was fucking COVID, you know, we're like in the beginnings of it. Even though it felt like the middle, but since we're still in it, it was technically the beginning still. So they were trying to still support the cult and make money and drum up business and still get the word out. And so they were selling COVID cures through the cult and through their online streams, which basically was just like a large amount of colloidal silver. And so she was ingesting a lot of this at the time as well. So much so that the local authorities caught wind of what was going on and were like, first of all, you should not be selling this as a COVID cure. It's not. And second, don't be consuming this because, and they fucking involved the FDA, who like came and were like, look, you cannot do this. Consuming too much colloidal silver over a long period of time can lead to blue-gray discoloration of the skin. It can give you seizures and your organs can fail. Like cease and desist. Like the FDA was like, no, they like actually had to give her like a formal notice.
Colloidal silver is not like it's fine in small amounts, but they were like, the way that they were hawking it on their website and on their live streams was like very dangerous. It's like that evangelical like preacher that was like selling it as like a as a cure. Like there was all these you know people out here who are not medical professionals trying to sell quote unquote like COVID cures, and they all involved colloidal silver. So
God, I just truly can't understand like why people think, oh, science hasn't found this thing and it works, and it's like, babe, no, they would have known. We'd be using it if it worked. Believe me. They'd be selling it to you for $50 or whatever. Like, oh God.
It's just it's real bad. It's getting bad. She's getting sicker and sicker, and like visibly so. And then and then she, on April 28th, 2021, this is like pretty recent. This is like, I didn't realize that this is how time is so fucked up right now for me, is I thought this happened last year.
Me too.
And it happened this year.
Dude, me too.
And it was only a few months ago from now.
Oh my God. My timeline is way off.
Way off. April 28th of 2021, this year, a member of the group returned home to his trailer after being away for some time to find the mummified corpse of Carlson.
Dude.
He was like, you guys like can use my place. I'm going to go on vacation for a few weeks. And
yeah, I have a business trip. I have a thing, but look, I'm not going to be there. Like, you can use this space to like do your $88 live streams. Yeah. And they did, because they used it to keep her body there. Like, so, okay, she was 45 at the time of her death. Based on the decay, she'd been dead for several weeks.
Ugh.
The body was found in a sleeping bag, wrapped in Christmas lights, and the face was covered in glitter. And the face was covered in glitter, like especially around the eyes that I think were missing.
Her eyes are missing, yeah.
They appeared to be missing, is what I read. And then, so maybe, I don't know, maybe they had
decayed.
Yeah. Or they were taken, I don't know. And yeah, it was like this weird fucking shrine. So like, imagine this poor man. He like is coming home, like it's already so hard coming home, like from either vacation or like work or whatever, travel. Like, you're just gone for a long time. You're so tired. You just want to sleep in your own bed, and that bed has a fucking corpse in it.
A corpse wrapped in a sleeping bag, wrapped in Christmas lights, a fucking
doused
shrine.
in glitter, which you will never get that out. It's everywhere now. It's her dead body glitter that's like gonna be in the carpet. It's on the wall. Every time you empty the vacuum, you're gonna see the glitter. Like, it is it's just the rudest thing.
Oh my God.
That you could ever do.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, they're gonna be finding that glitter that was on her rotting corpse for decades.
Dude,
burn it down.
Just imagine walking into your own home and a dead body. Like, oh my God. Giving full on hereditary vibes.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I guess she'd been dead for several weeks, and apparently she died in California, and they'd moved her body across state lines to this guy's house.
Oh my God.
To Colorado.
Yeah, they were in California after coming back from Hawaii. I think they had spent some time in California. And like, they found a car in the driveway, and like it looked like the seats were in a position where like they had transported a dead body or something. I don't know. Oh my God. Well, don't worry, because just a day later on April 29th, 7 members of the group were charged with abuse of a corpse. They were on that immediately. And also, this is a very fucked up thing, but there were 2 children on the property when the police arrived, along with these 7 people. And so that's super fucked up. But obviously the adults, the 7 people who were charged, were also charged with child abuse, because they were just letting kids be around a dead body.
I mean, so this poor man who had come home and, had let these guys stay at his house. Yeah. Unbeknownst to him, with a dead body. Yeah. Walked in, saw this scene, was like, what the fuck? And he immediately went to the police.
Oh my God.
And was like,
shaking.
Like, he's like, I'm in this cult. Oops. That's the first oopsie. Second oopsie. The cult leader is dead in my house. I just got home. Yeah. I did not have anything to do with it.
Here's my plane ticket.
Please get them out of my house. I am so scared right now. And there's kids there. And
one of them was his kid.
Oh,
yeah. The older one, I think, was his kid. So it's.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And that poor child, I think they were like 13 or something. And like, they'll for sure remember all this shit. So they need some therapy ASAP.
Yeah. They took those kids away. They're in like protective custody. Still, probably as we speak. And the other kid was like 2 years old.
A toddler. Yeah. Ugh. Oh my God. So in May, thankfully, the Deputy District Attorney Alex Raines announced plans to upgrade the abuse of corpse charges to a more serious charge, which is that of tampering with a deceased human body. And now there's a whole mix of charges that they upgraded for these people. So they're facing child abuse, abuse of a corpse, tampering with deceased human remains, and false imprisonment. Yeah. And from what I gather, they still haven't been able to determine the cause of death. I think the coroner is still trying to like find labs to like run some like, you know, when a body like this is found and in this type of situation, I think there's like, you have to work with specialists and in this condition. Yeah. And it's fucking covered in glitter. It's like, you know, they have to.
I mean, I'm not a coroner or an expert of any sort, but based on the like existing evidence, just of her, you know, life while she was alive, I'm pretty sure she died from constantly chugging colloidal silver, in conjunction with being a very heavy drinker. That is recipe for multiple organ failure. So
her vodka silvers.
Oh, her colloidal spritzers,
yeah, her Tom colloidals. Yeah, it's bad.
So bad. It's awful. I mean, this woman was an actual mess of a human. And just it's rough.
Sad, but it's like also toxic, and like the fact that she like was looping people into this shit and like, you know, she did not seem like a good or nice person. You know, she seemed like an asshole. Yeah, and scamming people out of their money. Like, bitch, you know you can't heal shit for $88.
Dude, oh my God. It's just, it's wild.
Yeah.
So after her death was publicized, the group's Facebook page stated that she had, quote, ascended.
Yes, right. She did ascend.
And her the website lovehaswon.org was taken down. But then the group renamed their Facebook page and YouTube channel to, quote, 5D full disclosure. I can't even get the whole thing out. 5D full disclosure. And they launched a new website. It's, I don't even want to say it, but I will. 5dfulldisclosure.org. You know how we always say a rebrand is what everybody goes to when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
You got to rebrand. You can't have that. You can't be associated with the original thing anymore. So lovehaswon.org was rebranded to 5dfulldisclosure.org. So just FYI, if anybody you know is like getting into that shit, red fucking flag.
Yeah.
Throw the flag.
Also, it's like, I don't want my religion to sound like fucking, it sounds like 5G or something. 5D full disclosure sounds
like a boy band from the early 2000s.
Oh yeah. Or it sounds like The Fifth Element, the sequel or something. It's like 5D full disclosure. It's like or it's something that when you're buying a house, it's like part of the like the
part of the like agreement of like the you know mortgage like agreement.
Mortgage agreement or the assessment. It's like but did you see the 5D full disclosure failed? So it's, they weren't forthcoming in that. So
they'll knock off an extra $5,000 for that. Or it could be an Axe body spray scent.
Yes.
I mean,
5 dicks full disclosure.
That's a porn. Yeah.
Oh my God. 5D full disclosure is a porn. And the 5D is the dicks. Oh my God. Yes. 5D full disclosure.
I mean, what I wouldn't give to write that porn.
Oh my God. You don't have to give anything. Just write it.
Okay. Well,
we'll sell it.
Yeah, we'll sell it. Yeah.
Get San Fernando Valley on the phone. We have an idea.
San Fernando Valley.
Isn't that where they film all the porn?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, the group, this cult, you know, splintered obviously once Mother God was gone. And the most recent, quote, Father God, Jason Castillo, formed a separate group. And yeah, I guess they called it Joy Reigns. I don't know. with
that's a better name maybe.
But like it's spelled joy, Rains, like Reigns. It should be like Reigns,
like a king.
Like a king, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that.
These people don't know how to do marketing. No, that guy is terrible.
He's a legit criminal. Like, has done some not good things.
Yeah. And is just like
abusive.
Straight up abusive.
Yeah.
Like just, I watch videos of him. He's just yelling at everybody, and he's just abusing verbally and emotionally and psychologically abusing people. So it's awful. And then so in June of 2021, HBO ordered a docuseries about this group. Of course. And Hannah Olsen is set to direct. So we will be getting some content out of this. Thank God. Sadly and unfortunately, and exploitatively, I guess, but because there's still people involved in this, and it's still and the whole situation is very sad. This woman was a mess.
But this is like kind of how you save people in cults. You like expose them, it's like, because the whole reason cults flourish is because they separate everyone from their family and keep everything very secretive. And like the more stuff that gets out about this cult, the more hopefully people on the inside will be like, oh crap, like, yeah, maybe this is like not a good thing,
especially with the like widespread I guess ideas of like QAnon and like all this shit, like how that's kind of like taken over people's lives and like fucked up a lot of like families and relationships with people. This is like not a big leap from that, so it's just like we're in a very, very terrible time right now. And like, I don't blame people for like searching out answers and trying to like make sense of the world. But this is a thing that is extremely dangerous. People prey on, those weaknesses in people. So oh, just keep an eye out. Oof. And don't join a fucking cult.
Oh my God, no. Although now I am like kind of curious about the live streams.
They have them up on the website.
Yeah, I don't want to watch them, but also I'm like very curious. I think what was great about the Vice documentary is that they did this, I think, last year while Amy Carlson was still alive, and things were like hunky dory, like as as far as they would be. I don't know, but so they interviewed people who were ex-members of the cult, but then there were these two women who are still very much in it, and they were on camera talking and stuff, and it was, I mean, we got like insider perspective, but yeah,
and you look at these women who are like running the cult now, basically, or like head spokespeople for the cult. They could be fucking like Soul Cycle instructors. Like they're very fit and very beautiful and seemingly like normal looking.
Is Soul Cycle a cult?
Yeah, to a degrry. I truly believe that. I love Soul Cycle. I've done it a million times. It's great. It's super fun. But like, you pay a lot of money to like go like do a stationary bike, and it's like you're at a rave. It's really fun.
Okay. And sometimes you get yelled at. It could be abusive.
No, it's just fun.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't my experience.
Go faster. You're not doing it fast enough.
No, the whole pressure is not from the instructor. It's from all the hot people around you.
Okay.
Like, look way. Who are like not struggling and who are just like hot as fuck, and you're like, oh shit,
oh God,
you're like trying to like do all the like
it's peer pressure
and stuff. Yeah, it's peer pressure.
Oh, okay, all right. And they don't separate you from your family and stuff, but
yeah,
but maybe people's lives have been ruined by it. We don't know.
I don't know. Who's to say? If you get like into it, it's like very expensive. So
yeah. So it could, people could go through some credit card debt just to feed the habit.
Honestly.
Well,
yeah, and we'll see a docuseries very shortly here on HBO. So this is the precursor to that.
Oh my gosh.
Get ready.
We'll probably watch it, do some sort of Patreon content with our commentary because
100%.
we have to.
Yep.
We could see what we learned that's new from it versus everything we learned today. And you should check out our Patreon because
yes,
if and when this comes out, then we'll be right on top of it. So it's patreon.com/DTFU podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. There's years of content on there.
Bonus content.
Hashtag
premium content.
Premium content. $5 gets you in there, and we do a Q&A every month. $10 is a bonus episode, and $15 is a commentary episode. And
check it out.
It's just so much fun. We have a blast. It's a little bit it's behind the paywall, so it is
it's a little more raw,
less polished, let's just say.
But that's by choice. We could edit it more, but you know what? We choose to leave it in. We want to give you the raw content.
You want that raw content?
Yeah, we're raw dogging it behind the paywall.
Beyonce's partition just like popped in my head.
We're raw dogging it behind the partition.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, follow us on social media.
Yeah, at DTFU Podcast everywhere. Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com. And don't join a cult.
No. But thanks for joining us today. It was what a fun time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. And
hey, tag HBO in this episode.
No, I don't want them to sue us. Or anybody to sue. I don't want anybody to hear this. You, the listener. All right, you guys. Listen, be excellent to yourselves
and each other. Bye.
Don't join no cults. No cults. Bye bye.
Bye bye.